Right, I'll just minimise this and then I'll carry straight on. Minimise that. Maximise that. Bring that back up. Right. Oldensal, 12th of September 2006, 8 o'clock in the morning. Last night I went to the pub, De Croup, with John, but I felt a bit incomplete without my guitar. I did not play at all yesterday. I took my harp with me and did manage to give anyone who would listen a blast of the blues. It sounded good to me anyway. If I have the confidence to blow louder, it sounds fantastic. That harp was such a good buy. I'm well pleased with it. I reckon I must have had it for at least 10 years now. In De Croup, John said he saw bad things for me in Italy, maybe an accident. I don't know if he's some sort of a fortune teller or something. This has put me off going there and kind of takes the need to keep heading south away a bit. Bruges is a beautiful city in Belgium, according to John, and so is Maastricht. I'm also thinking that I should go to Amsterdam while I'm in this country. In fact, I think that is my next place to head for. Before I leave this town, I'm going to visit the Irish bar and see if there's a real Paddy running it. I have a strange feeling Paul Tobin told me about he'd been on holiday in Holland. I know he went to Amsterdam for a look around. Window shopping, Paul. I remember him saying, "Jeez, the women, you'd eat chips out the knickers." I think that's what he said. Top man, Paul. I'm also sure he mentioned an Irish pub, and the town called Oldensal rings a bell. I must go in there with my guitar. I need to increase my earning power, and if I can play in pubs or cafes, I would not have to play in the street. It would be good if I could earn enough to have the odd night in a B&B. When I stopped in the village before this town, I had just stopped to play. I was thinking sometimes I have to play for money and other times I just have to play for myself, really. I'll write a song about it, and I've come to the conclusion that I must sing. I think I can sing if I was a bit less self-conscious and let it out. It is probably a bit like playing the blues on the harp. You just got to blow, man, blow. As soon as I am over this page, I'm going to write down my Irish song so I can learn to sing it. It is a bright sunny morning now. I'm on my third fag and third cup of coffee, strumming. Oldensal, my Irish song. My friend Paul Tobin, he said to me, "Play like that in Iron Salmon, you will drink for free." Well, I know I'm not in Ireland, but a man's got to eat. I just got to find somewhere where people can tap and stamp their feet. I'll add some more later. I've been practicing Dutch using a phrase book John has given me. I have decided I will stay in Holland until I have a basic grasp of the language. I like it here, and what have I got to rush off to anyway? I must set my earning sights higher. I suppose if I play in the street, I will live on the street, but maybe if I can play in cafes, bars and clubs, then that's the sort of places I could end up staying in. Today is a beautiful sunny day, and I've been sitting in John's garden since 8 a.m. It's now 11. I have had a good shower now, and I feel fresh as a daisy. It's already 30 degrees in the sun, and I'm missing my shorts that I far too hastily threw away in Germany. If I had seen the lake earlier, I could have washed them, there and then. I'm feeling very restless now, and I feel it's time I started earning some euros. It is now 2 p.m. and 28 Celsius in the shade. I'm lounging in the sun. Today I washed up. Well, it was me who used most of the stuff. It did make me feel a bit like a cat boy. I wonder what the neighbours think. To be honest, that is the only thing that is stopping me stripping off completely and catching a few rays. I do have a serious shortage of clothes. I have 2 pairs of jeans, 1 shirt, 1 long-sleeved top and a fleece. That's it. I've no socks or underwear or even a t-shirt, and it is hot. John has gone to bed to sleep for 1 hour, I think. When he came down earlier, about noon, he said he had had too much sleep. Later, he said he had had too much beer, which is probably closer to the truth. All I saw him eat yesterday was 1 herring. I had 1 herring and a tiny piece of fried fish. I finished the fish off for him. Today I have had 12 slices of bread for peanut butter sarnies, and I'm still hungry. Fuck, it's hot. I've just borrowed some scissors from a drawer in the kitchen, absolutely razor sharp, surprise, surprise, and cut the legs off my jeans. Now I have 1 pair of jeans and 1 pair of shorts. Oldenzell, 2 p.m, John's garden. After John's nap, we're going for a cycle in the woods, which sounds like a good way to get some exercise. I'm seriously thinking about dumping the bike. I'm becoming more paranoid about the lack of insurance, and parking it anywhere is always a worry. I would have to lighten my load a bit too. The most important things are my guitar and harp. Without the TDM, I would not need helmet, leather jacket, boots, big camping stove, although I would need something to carry petrol in for the small stove. I would not have to have such a large tent on a push bike either. Cycling is a very tempting mode of transport in Holland. Firstly, it is free. Secondly, I'm not moving very far each day, and I could easily do 20 to 50 kilometres a day without too much practice. My legs would soon shape up, I'm sure. Being able to carry the guitar is the most important thing. I feel I must contact Ursula, as I do not want her to think I have forgotten about her. I am sure I recognised her mother from somewhere, Stevenage Market, or even the shop in Great Barford. Ursula also reminds me of Sam and her mother from Great Barford. If I was travelling on a push bike, I would not have to worry about being stoned either. The more I think about it, the more the positives are outweighing the negatives, which is basically reduced carrying capacity. I'm feeling seriously restless now, so much so it has put me off stopping in one place for so long again. I would not mind if I could support myself, but running out of money, which was the last €20 that John had given me in the pub, made me feel very awkward, and I just did not want to be there. An artist said he had seen my bike in various different places over the last few days and wondered who rode it. My spray job is being commented on all the time, most of it positive. When he saw it in the market square, he knew I must be around somewhere. The next thing, later that afternoon, it's parked outside his local. He said then that he had seen me in my leather jeans and how much he'd liked them. Nice bloke anyway. He had a couple of his pictures on the wall in the croup. I'll stop that now at page 55, Oldenzaal, 12th of September. Let me just minimise that. $11.42.